Hi there, you're watching Gardens and Graveyards. My name is Charisma and today we are in Sisters, Oregon, checking out the Stations of the Cross and Memorial Garden at this Catholic church. And it's just a small and quaint space, beautiful. It's very warm here. It's before noon and it's around 90 degrees and just way different than what we're used to. But I wanted to just express my appreciation to this church for having their doors open for prayer and contemplation to the community without having to, go through any kind of hoops to be eligible or, any of that kind of thing. So we aren't just here to, gawk at the beautiful gardens, although that was a part of it. We definitely took a moment to have some contemplation and some prayer over our own lives while we were in there. I love how they have the garden for contemplation and prayer just out there, accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Virgin Mary. These brick walkways, all in memory of, or many of them are in memory of different people, which is very cool. It's a nice little touch. That's really special. I love that they have this. A memorial to the unborn. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Jeremiah 1:5. Dedicated May 9th, 2010. Sponsored by St. Edward Knights of Columbus.
Wow.
I love that. And you have Mother Mary up there. Beautiful. So beautiful. And there's like a little description of each one. Stations of the Cross. This is such a unique rendition of this story. So beautiful. The ashes of those named here are buried in St. Winifred's garden. Please pray for them, for all the faithful departed, and for all those whose faith is known to God alone. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord. Let perpetual light shine upon them. May they rest in peace. Amen. We don't know. They are not in any particular order, it looks like. This is such a beautiful little walkway looking out into the gardens. There's a continuation of these gorgeous what are they called? Statuary.
Nice off of there.
Beautiful.
There's no dinner there. Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Wow. It's the story of Saint Winifred, a young girl in Wales in the Middle Ages. She was abducted. Her captor dragged her down the hill to his boat. In anger, he cut off her head. And her uncle, Bishop Bueno, heard the cries and came running. He put her head back on her body and she came back to life. But where the head had fallen, there appeared a spring of water which became Holy Well, one of the most famous pilgrim sites in Wales. It was a place of peace and prayer. Winifred joined the monastery of Gaerthen? I don't know. She became abbess and died there 15 years after her miraculous restoration to life. Holy Well became the most important pilgrimage site in Britain. It was spared destruction during the Tudor persecution of Catholics because it was the favorite shrine of Lady Margaret Beaufort, mother of Henry VIII and grandmother of mother of Henry VII and grandmother of Henry VIII, who made her descendants promise to honor Saint Winifred. Today it is still a beautiful shrine of peace and prayer and oldest uninterrupted pilgrimage site in Britain. Winifred is honored on June 22nd, the anniversary of her attack and restoration to life, and on November 3rd, her feast day. Very cool. That at least is the Catholic version of that story. Here is the St. Winifred's Garden, a place of peace dedicated to the victims of terrorism throughout the world and to those who labor for peace and justice. Designed and created in thanksgiving to God for the abundant gifts and blessings bestowed on the community of St. Edward the Martyr. Dedicated on the vigil of the feast of St. Winifred, November 3rd, 2001. We are grateful to all those who made this garden possible. The many generous benefactors, the architects, contractors, workers, and artists, the bishop, clergy, religious, and people of the Diocese of Baker, the pastor, parishioners, visitors, and guests who are the parish community of St. Edward the Martyr. And the Stations of the Cross continue here. It says, the angels speaks to the women. Discovery of the Empty Tomb by Mary Magdalene. Well, let's go take a walk through these beautiful gardens. I'm just enthralled with these statues. Just amazing. Hoping that it comes across on film. Okay. The burning bush plant from the Bible time, frankincense, myrrh, castor oil, lily of the field, cattail. That's what this, what is that? It's a statue. It's a statue. A bronze, what is this thing? What would you call that?
Oh, a bronze sculpture.
Sculpture. That's what this sculpture is. We've got little chipmunks running around. Look at that daylily. It's beautiful, dark. It's really sweet. I like how they use the wood and the rock. It's beautiful benches to sit on, contemplate, pray, hang out with family. Delphiniums, yeah. Lavender all throughout. Little roadie. Are these gorgeous? I mean, the art in this garden is just beautiful. Looks like this is probably where they bring the kids out to play, obviously. There's probably the Sunday school areas nearby. Beautiful plantings all along the edges. Perfectly manicured. Gorgeous. Somebody quilted the Stations of the Cross as seen in the stained glass. How they have these like swales here and there. I'm so impressed by the pine cones, the high desert. I have all these memorial trees over here. This beautiful space in the high desert. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.